Happy 2023 everyone. It's great to be back to work and I'm sure you've all returned with a number of resolutions and a great gusto for an amazing 2023. So like you, I've made many resolutions as well. One of them is to follow my gut more in my business dealings and in my decision making. I mean, how many times have you been in a situation where you've thought, let me not go there today, or I have a feeling that this particular deal is not going to go that well today and I think we're going to hit a wall. There's been many papers written by Harvard Business Review and some of the great minds of our time about how not to trust your gut. I think Isaac Newton lost a lot of money in the 1700s, and he said that I can predict the motion of heavenly bodies, but I can't really predict the madness of people. So often human beings always have this sort of innate sense of danger, an innate sense of when something isn't quite right. I guess that's our intuition, or what I'm calling our gut feeling. In business, I think it's really good to have a gut feeling, but the more complex the problems become, it's hard to rely simply on gut, because your gut could be wrong. So you always need to back it up with academic principles or research or more scientific based information. I mean, when I'm talking about mergers and acquisitions or joint ventures, sometimes as a lawyer I have a gut feeling that this deal isn't right. These two people aren't right for each other and I'm not getting the full story out of one of them. 99% of the time I'm right. There's always been an issue if they've gone ahead, or there's always been an issue before they've gone ahead, which is what I prefer. So I think gut feeling. I think when it comes to you, when you're recruiting someone, or when you're entering into a joint venture with anyone, or you're even buying something, an asset from someone, always rely a little bit on what your environment is telling you, what the pit in your stomach is telling you, because it can be very, very reliable and it can be very unused, if I can say that, because we ignore our gut in everything in life. We ignore our intuition at our own peril and we end up in all kinds of legal situations simply because we did not trust our own mindset and our own feeling towards it. And how many times do we actually follow our feeling, and how many times do we ignore it? I leave it up to you to decide. And that's my message for the beginning of 2023, and lots of new laws this year already, and we'll post on that next week.